So I got a phone call from a panicked elderly lady that was about to get fined by the city because her lawn had gotten completely out of control. When I pulled up, I want you to picture this. Grass close to 2 feet tall, weeds in the backyard over 5 feet high, taller than most people, and sitting right in the middle of it, a riding mower. Just sitting there. It was completely swallowed up by leaves, like the lawn had eaten it alive. And in 2 weeks, she was going to be fined by the city if nothing changed. This is exactly why I started this business. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what I did, and then tell you about the single most chaotic day I've ever had since starting these two businesses. This is Travis Roberts Unfiltered. Let's get into it. Real quick, I'm Travis Roberts. I'm almost 50, got a full-time IT job at a major hospital. I've got 4 kids with 2, 3 and under. This year, I started a lawn care company and a party rental business from scratch. This channel is where I document all of it, the wins, the chaos, and the moments that remind me exactly why I'm doing this. So I get this call, and the lady on the other end is genuinely panicked. The city had notified her that her lawn was in violation of the local ordinance. Grass cannot exceed about 6 to 8 inches around here. She owns 2 small houses right next to each other. One of them appears to be uninhabited. Somewhere along the way, the lawn had just gotten completely away from her. I told her I'd come out and take a look, and when I pulled up, I just stood there for a second. Grass is close to 2 feet tall. Backyard, weeds over 5 feet high, and the riding mower just sitting right in the middle of everything, buried under weeds, completely out of commission. The front wheel was gone. You could barely see it. I knew right away what kind of job this was, and I knew right away what I was going to charge her. $30. Now, before the business-minded people in the comments come after me, hear me out, because this was not just charity. This was a calculated decision. I looked at that job and I knew the labor wasn't going to be covered by $30. I knew that going in, but here's how I framed it in my head. I wasn't just mowing a lawn. I was making a $30 investment in my reputation in this community. In a small town of about 5,000 people, word travels fast. The story of the lawn care guy who showed up for an elderly lady who was about to be fined by the city, that story is worth more than any Facebook ad I could ever run. That's not a sob story, that's a strategy. The big lawn care companies in this area would have quoted her several $100s. She would have had no real options. I had the ability to help her and build my name at the same time, so I did both. That $30 job is going to come back to me in referrals, I guarantee it. Now, let me tell you what the job actually required, because to get this done without making a mess or damaging her property, I had to follow 3 rules. Rule 1, weed whacker first. You cannot drive a mower into 5-foot weeds and expect good results. I hit the worst of the overgrowth with the trimmer first and knocked it down to a level the mower could handle. That alone took serious time on this property. Rule 2, never blow the clippings into the road. When you're dealing with 2 feet of overgrown grass and you're throwing a serious amount of material, keep it on the property. Blowing clippings into the street is a fast way to get complaints and lose customers. On a job like this, with this much material, that rule mattered more than ever. And rule 3, slow down on the slopes. This property had uneven terrain and overgrown grass hides what's underneath. Moving too fast on a hill with soft ground will tear up the yard where you're hired to fix. You better take your time and leave it right. I worked through it section by section, careful passes, multiple runs over the same areas to get it down to where it needed to be. And here's the result. Now I want to shift gears and tell you about the Saturday that happened to me the same week. Because if the lawn rescue story shows you the heart of why I do this, the Saturday I'm about to describe you shows you the reality of what doing it actually looks like. And I want you to remember something while I tell you this story. I've got 4 kids at home. I just finished a full week at the hospital and I'm almost 50. Keep all of that in mind. Quick, if you're enjoying this, hit that like and subscribe. I post real unfiltered comment every single week. So let's go. Here's what you need to know before I walk you through this day. I have a birthday cake bounce house that needs to be delivered 30 miles away at exactly 4:45 p.m. That's my hard deadline. A kid's birthday party is counting on it. Missing that delivery and there's no bounce house at the party. Not an option. Everything else in this day has to work backwards from 4:45. I'm up before dawn, double water slide bounce house loaded on the trailer the night before. I drive an hour to the delivery location. I set it up by 10 a.m. This just isn't dropping something off. Inflatables, they have to be staked properly. The blower has to be up and running. Everything has to be checked before you leave. water hose connected, everything. And then you got to collect the balance back in the truck. It's close to 11. So now I've been going for hours and the real work hasn't even started yet. I'm almost 50 and my body already knows what kind of day this is going to be shaping up to be. I drive straight from the water slide delivery to a large farm that needs mowing. And when I say large, we're talking an hour and a half minimum. The whole time I'm on the mower, I'm doing the math in my head. If I'm not off this farm by 2 p.m., there's no way I'm making the 4:45 delivery 30 more miles away. An hour and a half mowing, watching the clock the entire time, working fast, but clean, because bad work is not the brand. I finish the farm just in time, load up, drive to another location for another mowing job in a different town. I get that one done. It took about another 30 minutes, load it up again. And now I'm not just watching the clock, I'm racing it. I've got exactly enough time to make the 4:45 delivery if I leave right now. I got to head back home, load up the bouncy house on the trailer, drive 30 miles, 4:45 p.m. on the dot. Birthday cake bounce house goes up. Kid's birthday party has the centerpiece. Balance collected. And now I still have to go back and pick up the water slide from this morning. And then later, come back and get the bounce house that I just delivered that evening. 2 bounce house deliveries, 2 mowing jobs, 4 different locations, one of them an hour away, 4:45 p.m. deadline, holding the entire day together. After a full week at the hospital with 4 kids at home who I haven't seen all day, and did I mention I'm almost 50? I want to be real about what a day like that actually feels like on the inside. Because from the outside, maybe it sounds exciting. 2 businesses running, multiple jobs, money coming in from different directions at once. From the inside, it feels like one broken mower or another flat tire away from the whole day falling apart. And that's the reality that nobody talks about. The margin for error on a day like that is almost zero. My body made sure that I knew that by Sunday morning. But here's the other thing I felt, real pride, genuine satisfaction. I look back at that day and I thought, I did all of that after a week at the hospital with 4 kids waiting for me at home. 2 businesses, multiple jobs, multiple towns, a hard deadline, and I didn't miss. And earlier that week, an elderly lady whose lawn went from a city violation to clean because I showed up and charged her only $30. That feeling doesn't come from a paycheck. It comes from building something real with your own hands. And when life gives you every reason not to, and no matter how tired I am on a Sunday morning, that feeling makes it worth every bit of it. So that's just 2 stories from 1 week in this journey. A 2-foot jungle turned clean lawn for $30, and a Saturday so packed it made my head spin just planning it, let alone living it. This is what building 2 businesses from scratch actually looks like. Not the highlight reel the whole day. The tired drive home, the satisfaction of what you got done before you fall asleep. Drop a comment below and tell me, have you ever done a job for way less than it was worth because someone genuinely needed it? Or tell me your craziest one-day work schedule ever. I want to hear it. Subscribe if you're not already. New videos every week right here on Travis Roberts Unfiltered. Let's keep building.